Hey everybody, what we got here is a CFG MX15RX mini excavator. Let's go over what this thing's all about. First and foremost, it's red. That's cool. Some of you want a red excavator no matter what it does. You just want a red one. Well, let's go over what it actually does here too, just in case you need to know which one to choose from. So MX15RX CFG. These things come with a whole bunch of booms here. They'll lift, they'll push, they'll dig. You have the option for a hydraulic thumb. This one just had the manual thumb on it. We're going to wait to see if we can get a hydraulic thumb. If not, we're going to put the manual back on. They only come with the manual thumb though. So this model, if you want a hydraulic, you're going to have to buy it separately from eBay or an auction. Got some itty bitty tiny hydraulic hoses, but they're rated for up to like 8,000 PSI. 8,700 PSI. You don't want to run it at that rate though. Even though they're small, they pack a lot of power. The front blade here, it's nice and thick. It's like all boxed in. So it's not some little skinny blade. It's actually thick with a hollow inside. Tracks, 7-inch tracks. This one, it's got torque marks showing where they tightened all the nuts down to. I definitely suggest, even if it has those, still check them yourself once you get it. A lot of people complain about these nuts being loose. You don't want to start using it, then find your nuts are backing out and falling off. Rust, if you get it from an auction, even if you buy it directly, you might end up with rust on it from shipping. These come all the way from China, so you're going to have to expect that there's going to be some scratches and rust on them. It's not that big of a deal. It's just some paint. This is just a footrest. This pedal controls the hydraulic thumb or other accessory on your hydraulic extra adapter here. These two, this is your forward, reverse. It goes at walking speed, super slow. This one will do the front blade. These control the boom and the swinging of the excavator itself. We'll show you that when we start it up. One thing that's extra good about this one is it actually has a door. A lot of them just have a bunch of bolts, and if you want to get in there to do anything, you've got to completely remove the back panel. This one's got a door. It's got a 420 engine. If it goes bad, you can replace it with a Predator 420 off from Harbor Freight. That's not that big of a deal. It's got the dual hydraulic pumps there, so that's a bonus. Some of them only have one. This one's got a dual stack. At least I've been told that. It sure looks like a dual. It's got a filter here. It does not have a hydraulic cooler. So you're going to want to probably put in a hydraulic cooler and some fans to cool off this engine bay. Seeing as this is almost December right now, we don't need to do that yet. But before summer, we're going to want to cool off this engine bay. It does have a weight, a counterweight on the back here. Looks like a big cast iron counterweight. Not all of them have counterweights. This model does. To fill the gas tank, you got to undo these wing nuts here. This is kind of a crappy design here. You got to push the seat forward, undo the wing nuts, tilt it forward. That's where you fill the gas. That is not ideal. Ideally, you just have a gas cap like on a car, but this is very common on these. Reach in there. And then we gotta grab a gas can and try getting all the way in there. The roof, it is metal, very flimsy metal though. And as you can see, this rollover protection, it shakes. It's not gonna protect very much, and it's also very narrow. Look at the armrests, it's inside of the armrests. If this thing rolls over,
arms are broken.
You better be huddling like this. And hope it doesn't roll completely upside down, because this isn't going to stop it. Okay, let's see if we can get some gas in here. you're going to want one of these special gas cans because trying to get a gas can down in there with a flexible nozzle would not be easy. Well, it would help if we had gas. There we go. Ready to dribble? There we go. So you can see what happens when you fill it with gas. You're going to want to probably not do that when it's hot because you got gas all over the engine. I'd say more gas went off the engine than in the tank. Okay, let's go ahead and close that. Now that we got 2 sips of gas in there, we'll find out how long that runs. Okay, let's take a look here. Filling fuel. Cruising out engine before filling fuel. Do not fill fuel when engine is running and in smoking or firing place. Perfect. Don't do it when it's in a firing place and you got to cruising out the engine first.
That means.
Okay, what else? How about, all right, go ahead and step off. Will this thing tip over if I were to step in the bucket here? Got some clay in the bucket. So do you think it's going to be so light that if I step on this, it's going to start tipping up? Let's find out. I'm about 220 pounds roughly, maybe 225. Look at that. It is not lifting off the ground. So that counterweight does do a little bit. Right here. No one is allowed to stand within the operating range. In other words, don't do what I just did. All right. It's got a lock to the boom controls here. Unlock, lock, lights. We got a whole bunch of places to add extra buttons here, but nothing comes with that. These yellow buttons do nothing. Over here we've got our choke, key, throttle. You got to push it to be able to adjust the throttle. Let's go ahead and slide the seat back and start this up. So when you climb in and out, you're going to want to make sure this is locked because otherwise you'll be hitting these and it's going to be swinging while you're trying to climb in. Oh, there we go. This is important. It's got a shut off for all the electronics. Some of these will run the hour meter once that's turned on. I've been told this one does not. We need to test it to find out though. We got 0.6 hours on it. Last time I checked we had 0.4.
It doesn't tell how much.
Right there, 0.6 hours. I don't think we ran it 0.2 hours since the last time, so we'll have to, tell you what, let's just leave that running for a little bit and we'll come back to it in a couple minutes, see if it goes to 0.7 without starting it. So what else does this thing do? It digs a hole. The ground's not completely frozen, so we'll be able to try digging a hole here in a few minutes if we've got enough gas to do it. It's got these really weird grease zerks. You come look at this. Those are like needle grease zerks. And I've been told they do that so that when you're digging, you don't catch the grease zerk and break it off. Is that true, or did they just get the cheapest ones they had? I don't know. If you want to swap them out to normal ones, do it. If you don't want to, it comes with a toolbox that has a special grease needle greaser in there, so you can use that. Right here, here's your hydraulic level, or your hydraulic fluid. We're nice and full here. They do say you're probably going to want to replace all the fluids in here when you get it, like pretty soon, like almost right away when you get it. We've ran it for like 15 minutes total here, so we've not yet done that, but we should do it very soon. There's your gauge. There's no fuel gauge. Is the clock going up yet? Not yet. Don't know if we gave it enough time yet, though. All right, we're going to put you on pause, and we'll come back in a couple minutes, and we'll check that without running it, see if it goes up. Okay, here we are, heading out to get a mini excavator. It's 2 hours away. Got my coffee, got the money, got to start the truck. There it is, we got back. What was supposed to be 2.5 hours each way, 2 hours 15 minutes turned into 2.5 each way plus lunch. Left at 9 in the morning. It's 3:30 in the afternoon, just got home. Let's go check it out.
Man, no cup holders though.
No cup holders on it.
So we can't put our McDonald's cups on it anywhere.
There it is, an MX15RX.
Or X266XX
Yeah, mini excavator.
Even full start.
Plenty of access.
Hey, we finally got me excavator.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Will it run?
Will it run better? It somehow got on the trailer.
Both of it.
Will we get it off?
In one piece.
Okay, now comes the sketchy part. I gotta back this thing off, never having driven an excavator before. So the option is I turn it around and go forward, but from videos I've seen they start rocking and falling. I'm gonna try going backwards because the boom will act like a counterweight. Hopefully that's a good decision, 'cause here we go. If it starts. It's like, where do you grab? Oh yeah, you're way up here. Oh, that's gonna be scary. And there's nowhere to grab. Other than here, if it starts falling. Here we go. All right, so somewhere, I don't think we shut this off. Where's the choke?
It's on the side,
On the side.
like right by the key.
Right there, okay. Choke up. Hey! That's it, it's done. jigs, it's jerky. Yeah, it's gonna take some getting used to, but it works. I bet it'll tip over easy too. Okay, it even came with the toolbox.
Look at that. And that weird thing.
Dude almost didn't want to let it go.
There we go. Perfect. Let's hope it stays perfect.
Yeah.
There we go. 2025.
It doesn't got any goodies in the
thought it was
goodie
buttons.
side.
Alright. Buttons don't do anything from what I've heard. Gunshots. Uh-oh.
You're mad that we got this.
Yep, they want it.
Oh, nice kind of roof.
It's been about another 5 minutes here. This hour meter has not climbed yet. It's still at 0.6. So, I'm thinking we're probably good. But if in the future we find out it does climb when that switch is on, we'll let you know. So far it looks like this one's good. It's not climbing the hour meter when it's not running. We got inside here, when you're changing your oil, this is good. You do have a drain hose here. That's excellent. So when you want to drain it, just shove it through this hole down here, put a bucket under there, and you're able to drain directly into your bucket. Okay. The seat comes with this plastic on it. You might be tempted to leave the plastic on because it's going to make it seem new longer. Don't do it though. They'll rot from the inside out. That's what I've been told. So we're going to take this off as soon as we know if we're actually keeping this one or if we're going to sell it and get a different one. We'll see. These armrests, they can come off. They just got little knobs here that hold them in. So maybe you might be able to find an armrest on Amazon or eBay that'll fit in that slot that has a cup holder. Because this model doesn't have a cup holder. I mean, how are you supposed to drink your coffee? Because when you're going out to the field, it's going to take you 2 hours to get there. Because it's slow.
2 hours.
So you're going to want to drink your coffee to stay awake while you're going out there. Okay, let's go ahead and start this thing up. So we got our knob on. We're still at 0.7 hours. 0.7 hours. We were at 0.6. This thing does count. When that switch is on, your hour meter counts. That is bad because that is counting 0.7 hours on this machine when it's probably really only ran 0.1 hour. That's not good. Turn that switch off when you're not using it. Otherwise, when you go to resell it, it's going to look like you used it a lot.
Oh yeah, the key looks
keys?
like a lawnmower.
They're just like lawnmower keys. So it's not secure. Don't think that someone's going to not be able to walk up and steal your mini excavator. All they need is a lawnmower and they can do it. Here we go.
the blade behind you.
cold out. I bet this ground is frozen. So are these useful in the winter? Not for digging. They're definitely scary. You can tip this thing like super easy. You gotta learn the controls. You push them the wrong way and you're tipping sideways. CFG MX15RX. Seems like it's going to be useful, but you got to get used to it. Alright, well, here he comes. I'm scared. Uh-oh. Look at this. I can walk. He can't catch me. He's way back there. Yeah. You can walk a lot faster than this thing can move. Might want to build a trailer or something so you can get it to the far side of your property. Uh-oh, here he comes. I guess I better walk away. Okay, there we go. It fits in the hoop shed just fine. One last thing I want to talk about, these drive motors here. These are known to fail on this model, the BMER 350s. Let's hope they don't fail. It's real hit or miss. If you get a bad set, they'll fail, and they'll fail quickly, like at like 2 hours or less sometimes. Yeah, that's the biggest scary thing about this. Is those drive motors going to fail. You got to look for replacement seals if they fail. That's at least $30 a piece if you can find the correct ones, and several hours of a repair job. New motors, you're probably looking at $300+ each. Yes. I've heard that supposedly some of the 2025 models, they've upgraded the motor. It doesn't have the problem. Let's hope this is one of those. All right. Thanks for watching. MX15RX.
It is